Hello, you're looking at a 1996 Fleetwood Four Winds Green, and it's a nice running motorhome, low mileage. Now there is a story on the mileage, and I might as well tell it right away. Please listen to the whole video and read the whole listing before bidding, because this motorhome is a 96 and it has some issues. But overall it runs well, and it'll make a nice motorhome for somebody that can fix some little things themselves. First off, when we got it, they had just put this radio in, and when they put the radio in, they knocked a wire off under the dash, and all the gauges were not working, including the odometer. Now that was just recently, so it only has about 300-400 miles where the odometer wasn't working, but I want to tell you that because that's how it has to be sold. It was inspected, and the inspection is good to the end of August 2012, and it had about 100 less miles when it was inspected. So we can probably make that 500 miles if we count. And I'm guessing it may only be a couple since the radio was installed or the wire came off or whatever. But I had our shop look at it, and they said, oh, there was a wire off when they put the radio on. So that's the way we're selling it. It runs well, starts right up. Now up here the vent blows, but the air conditioning does not blow cold. It squeaks. So I didn't want to have it squeak and mess up the belt. It may even work, but I am not going to test it. The heat blows, but the AC probably needs a service. Now inside the motorhome, there are little areas where there were slight leaks. No leaks now. It really rained. We had a huge storm come by. You may have heard about it, where they had 90+ winds and all sorts of showers and things. The motorhome is dry inside. No odors, but I can see some stain marks from the previous areas around the back window where there was a little bit of leakage, and maybe right here a little piece under that window you can see some crinkling in the wallpaper. But overall this motorhome is nice. It has the upgraded cabinets. What you look for in these is the ceiling to be discolored if there's some leaks, and the ceiling is nice and white all the way through. There are some wear marks on the upholstery. Here, some of the seats have some wear marks on them. Sofa looks pretty good, though it has wear marks in the front. So if you want it to be really nice, you'd want to reupholster that or put a slipcover over top. We had it detailed, and it it's nice and clean, ready to be used, but you can see those wear marks. Got a nice little kitchen, microwave, refrigerator, and a shower here. Good size shower, stand-up shower, and John and sink. Now here in the very back of this mattress, which you probably want to throw away anyway, you can see some dark spots. I could have cleaned those off and threw the mattress away. You'd never know about it. But I'm telling you about it so you know. A lot of times with these windows, over the winter, you need to watch them. You need to seal them. They can leak. They're not leaking now. It's not wet. Like I said, we had that huge thunderstorm even last night. It's nice and dry. So let's go outside here. There's a mirror laying there. The mirrors need some work. This mirror has a crack in the glass, and the other mirror has pulled out, so it needs to be reattached. Tires look good. Two of the inside tires in the back look a little edgy, but the tread is good. They're not cracked up on the side from what I can see. Nice storage compartments. That's the LP gas. The expensive plastic bottoms. Oh, this has a generator. Okay, the generator does nothing when you go to push the button. So that needs a service. It needs something. May need a new generator. Don't know. It only has 400 hours. I'm trying to tell you everything I know about this, and there's not enough to say really, except that if you're handy and you can fix these little things, you will get a great buy. The canopy looks good. The awning looks good. There's not a spare tire. Now, looking at this from a distance, you really can't tell what year it is. It has a nice look to it. And I'm going to, excuse my walking around, but I'm going to step up high on this wall so we can get a little bit of look at the top of it. You can see the roof looks solid, not stained. And the motorhome puts up a good look. It should be waxed, maybe power washed. Now, it is located in Manchester, Pennsylvania. I come up to Manchester once a week, get some trade-ins, some dealers, and power sports from some banks and large dealers. Here's where the mirror pulled out there. Windshields look good. And again, it sounds, motor sounds good, and it drives nicely. It's like driving a spaceship. It really is. It's interesting. Anyway, it's located in Manchester, PA. When you come to pick it up, we're going to give you a 60-day temporary license tag and the title and all the paperwork you need to title it in your state. If you're coming from out of town, you can fly into the Harrisburg Airport, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and I will pick you up, give you your temporary license tag, and send you down the road. And we have people come from a distance all the time, and it's not unusual. Picked up somebody today from Illinois. Oh yeah, the step. There is no power step underneath. So you either have to get a plastic one and put it out for up and down, or get a new metal step. I also do not have any keys to the compartments. I just have the ignition key. It's going to be hard to remember all this stuff, but what you can remember is it's a lot of motorhome for what it's going to sell for. Look what other people are selling this same motorhome for. Look at the couple little things wrong with this, and again, if you can fix them, you can really save yourself some money and be in an RV for a cheap price. Shifts nicely. It's a 4-speed, 3-speed with overdrive, which is nice for the gas mileage. Has a Chevy 454 motor in it, which is one of the best motors Chevy ever made. They're sort of bulletproof. And with mileage like this, there's a lot of life left in it. When I get a break here, I'm going to take it up to highway speed, let you see what it's like. And it's nice and powerful. All the gauges are good. There's 50 some. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the 55. I did it on the way here. And it drives like you would expect. Pretty easy to drive. This is a no reserve auction, so please do not bid unless you're able to finish the transaction and you have your finances together. You'll need a $250 deposit within 24 hours, and the balance is due within 7 days. You'll get a clear title and a temporary license tag to drive it home. You do not have to pick it up for up to 30 days, but you do have to pay the balance within 7 days. So if you're looking for a nice large motorhome at a cheap price and you can handle these little cosmetic problems, you will get a great buy. And so buy this motorhome.